Should you offer SEO as a service? That's the question I want to answer in this video today. And for those that don't know what I'm talking about, SEO stands for search engine optimization. That is the process of taking a website and ranking it to the top of Google when people search for certain keywords. And I'm explaining it very simple because some of you guys are like, dude, we all know. No, we all don't know, because when I started, I didn't even know what SEO was. So that's why I'm going very, very, very basic and then building upon it. Should you offer it as a service? Okay. I don't want to make this video super, super, super long, but if you knew my story and if you've heard my story, and if you haven't, you will get into the Facebook group, get into the Discord, watch my lives. You'll hear my story. I made a very big error early on in my rank and rent career and started chasing SEO. I started chasing deals. I started getting a little bit of money, started getting excited because it is high margin. It can happen quick. You can really stack up a lot of deals really fast. And I got excited. And even though it was a good thing and I needed it at the time in order to keep the lights on, it distracted me. And it took me on a 2-year wormhole, and to where I almost gave up on the business model because I was so frustrated. I was so tired of getting the phone calls of, hey, we're going to cancel. Hey, we don't need you anymore. Hey, thanks for getting us to page 1, but we don't need your service. Hey, I know I'm behind on payment, but sorry. Like all of that stuff, to realize like that's not the model. It's not the scalable model. So I want to talk about this in this video. Okay. Should you offer it as a service? And why I'm even saying this, you're like, Nick, isn't this a rank and rent channel? Isn't this a digital real estate? Yes, it is. But we use SEO to rank our websites to make our money, right? That's how all this works. So we already know the skill set. It's something I teach in my program. It's something that is a common skill set that you're going to hear a lot of people talking about. It's a very valuable skill set. When you see your first website rank, it is very, very magical. It's very cool. It's almost like you're able to do magic tricks, and you can manipulate the search results, etc. I know Google doesn't like me to say the word manipulate, but that's what you're doing. It's a really cool skill set. And so my advice is this. This is from somebody who got distracted and taken away from the core business. And I don't want that to happen to you. If you need money to keep the lights on or to keep the dream alive, right? Maybe your current job barely allows you to break even, right? And you need to replace that job as soon as possible so that you can do this full time, or you need to make additional money so you can pay for ads, or you can pay for a program in order to learn this skill set and build it simultaneously, then the answer is yes. I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't think it's a bad thing to go and get SEO deals. I don't think it's a bad thing to go get 1, 2, 3, 5, even up to $10,000 in SEO clients. I don't. And by the way, just a little tip. You don't need that many SEO clients if you're going after the right niches and you know how to pitch this to get to those numbers. It's not that big of a deal. But what you have to remember. So number one, yes, my answer is if you need to keep the lights on, if you need it to replace your job because it's a very bad situation, or you're not able to see your kids, whatever it is, and you need it immediately, it's very very bad financial situation, then yes, I say go for it, okay? But if you are somebody that is making great money, you have great flexibility, and you're building this business, and you're okay doing it the right way, meaning you transition out of your main thing once this gets up to the right speed, and you're already busy with your day job, or you're already busy with your other business, etc., and you're making enough money, my advice is to stay away from it. My advice is to stay away from it because it's too easy to get sucked in, to get trapped in. And some of you guys are watching this going, I'm making so much money in SEO, you don't know. Guys, I was there too. I thought I was crushing. I thought I was killing it. It only takes a couple of winters, a couple of bad months of clients calling you saying they're ready to cancel for you to wake up and realize, and I'm going to say this very, very boldly, every one of the clients that you have right now that's an SEO client will quit on you. Everyone. I don't care who they are. I don't care how long they've been with you. As soon as you get them results, they will cancel. As soon as you don't get them results, they will cancel. As soon as you don't get them the results they were expecting, they will cancel. Guys, you can get them leads and they'll try to find a way to say, hey, they were coming from this conversation I had with someone at the radio and blah, blah, blah. It's the craziest thing. You are the first bill that gets cut as soon as things get funny, as soon as times get tough. You are in the SEO. You have to remember, as an SEO service provider, first of all, you're a commodity because you are just like everybody else. What do you have that's special than everybody else? You can't rank it in a month. You don't have a secret sauce because you can't rank websites in a month. It defies the laws. yes, there's the exception in the population of 500 people, but you guys know what I mean. So you're a commodity, which means that you are going to get beat up on price all day long. Secondly, you are trading your time for dollars. You are breaking the laws of building wealth, according to Naval Ravikant. I was reading a thing by Naveen Jain the other day, also a very smart guy. Naval Ravikant, he talks about it. You must own equity. You must own a piece of a business in order to get rich. It is part of the laws of getting rich. You cannot trade your time for dollars to wealth. Period. End of story. At some point, you have to own assets that pay you. So, my friends, if you're somebody listening to this going, hey, I got to get out of my job. It's not paying well, but it's paying the bills. It's a bad work environment. I can't ever see my kids. I'm not opposed to you going and getting a couple SEO deals to replace that job so that you can work on SEO clients Monday, Tuesday every week, and you can spend Wednesday, Thursday, Friday working on your business. I'm not opposed to that. But if you're somebody that's a business owner looking for another income stream, if you're somebody that has a good, solid, steady job that you don't hate, then my advice is build it the right way. Only get rank and rent deals, only get digital real estate deals. And the reason I say this is because it's too easy to get sucked down this wormhole. And you're like, man, I'm my own boss. I'm my own boss. And you wake up one day and realize you now have 10 bosses instead of one. Guys, this is my thoughts. I went down the wormhole. I went 2 years down this wormhole and almost gave up because I was so frustrated by it. It's a very important thing. Excuse me. It can be a very good tool and can help you in a situation where you really need the money. Just be careful and make sure to use the profits you receive once your bills are paid. Don't just use the profits to go buy a watch. Don't use the profits to go travel. Don't use the profits to buy some dumb shit. Use the profits to build lead generation sites on the back end, to build lead generation sites with your own money for those same clients, as long as they're in the right niches, and to then go to those clients and say, hey, I know we're doing this already, but what do you think about this? Guys, every SEO client you will ever get will cancel. They will cancel. They will cancel. I don't care who it is. I don't care how much you think you know them or how much they trust you. You trust them. They will cancel. That is why it's not scalable. It's a broken business model. It's time for dollars. Be careful. This is my advice. I'm out.